Hello, students. So the 2 hour delay turned into e-learning. Rats. But it's very slick out there, so if you do have to go out, like letting your pets out or whatever, be super careful because it really is slick out there. It was the right decision, even though not a fan. Okay, so we were going to take a test today, and I'm not pushing a test out on e-learning day. So we're going to do some additional content practices to get us even more ready for that test. Gosh, by the time we get done doing all these practices, you guys ought to all ace this test. We will take the test tomorrow. I just feel really certain that we'll be at school on a regular Wednesday schedule. Of course, I don't have a glass ball, whatever. I just feel like that should happen tomorrow. So even if we have a 2 hour delay tomorrow, we're still taking the test. There's plenty of time. The lesson plans that I pushed out will be pushed back a day. All right. So I'll make that correction when I have a moment to do so. So you have a content practice B for chapter 2, lesson 1, discovering parts of the atom. It's a true false. And you look at the underlined, there's directions on there, but I know some of you don't read those. There's underlined words, and if it's false, you correct what's underlined to make it true. There's a line to do the correction. So to the left of the number, you write T if it's true, F if it's false. If it's false, you look at the underlined word and you correct it to make it true. Okay, so it's reviewing parts of the atom. So there's some names on there and there's some parts on there. So pay attention to that. The better you are at that, the better you'll be on the test tomorrow. All right, and then there are a total of 4 content practices. Chapter 2, lesson 2, you have a key concept builder to do, and it's how atoms differ, and it is also true, false, but let me see. Let's see. On the line before each statement, right? A. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of. Okay, yeah, it is true, false. Right. A if the statement describes alpha. So remember, you have to know the alpha, beta, gamma particles for the test. B if the statement describes beta, and G if the statement describes gamma. Or T if the statement describes all 3 types. If it's talking about just generally nuclear decay, you'd write a T. But if it's just talking about the alpha particle, like it gives off 2 protons and 2 neutrons, and the nucleus has 2 protons and 2 neutrons less, that's an alpha particle, you'll write an A. Okay, so that's how this one works. So it is not a true false. It is identifying the particle. Okay, and then content practice A for 2.2, content practice A is a matching. And you're matching protons, neutrons, electrons, ions, isotopes, alpha, beta, gamma decay. So again, we're doing some more practicing of making those connections. Sorry about that. My dog is going crazy. I'll have to let him out in just a second. All right, and then another one for lesson 2, chapter 2, lesson 2, is the vocabulary. It's a fill in the blank. So it says on there, on each line, write the terms from the word bank that correctly replaces the underlined words in each sentence. You may need to change the form of the term. So you may need to make it plural. You may need to make it in past tense. I don't know. But you can change the form of the term or words, okay, to make them work with what you have. I personally, if you just use the term that's up there, I personally am not going to count it wrong because it shows that you're getting the concept. And that's what I want, is the concept. But Ms. Knable would probably appreciate if you use the correct form of the term. She probably would appreciate that. All right. You have 4 worksheets to go through, additional practices for Chapter 2, the Understanding Atoms. Don't forget to have Learn Smart completed. Okay, I am going to start working on those scores for Learn Smart. Probably will give you, since the test isn't until tomorrow, I will probably give you until this afternoon to get those done. Let's put a time on it. I will give you until, let's see, I could probably start entering those grades. I'll give you until 2 today to get those done, and whatever you have done at 2 will be the score that I put in out of 100. All right. That gives me a half hour, 45 minutes or so before I'm done for the day to get those in. All right. Have a wonderful day again. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for Chapter 2 test.